Mathematicians, and gear up, as today we are going to practice using measurement tools to convert mixed number measurements to smaller units. Let's get into it with our I will statements for today.
Remember, your I will statements are your goals for this lesson. They are what we are trying to work on and learn more about throughout our time together today. As we continue on in our lesson, make sure you have your mind focused on these three things and showing them to your teacher. I will read the I will statement first, and then we will read it again a second time together. Make sure you're reading it nice and loudly so I can hear you, but no shouting necessary.
Pause the video now and read the I will statements as a class.
This activity is called the Math Quest Race. How this activity works will be explained on the screen, but I will go over the rules now quickly. If you want to pause at the end to answer any questions that you guys might have, pause before I instruct you on what you will be racing. How this activity works is you will each be given a piece of paper. It might have facts on it, it might just be a blank note piece of paper, but you will be instructed to finish a certain amount of problems in 1 minute. You will try to finish however many you can, but every time we do this activity, you want to try to get a few more problems done. Even if it's just one more problem the next time we do it, that still shows us that we're improving our race stamina and we're getting better at our facts or recognizing patterns. When your teacher gives you your papers, you're not allowed to start until the teacher says go. When the teacher says go, all of you will flip your paper over and you will have 1 minute time to fill out as many as possible. If you finish before the 1 minute time is over, turn your paper over and draw a picture on the back of an angle in the real life setting.
All right, mathematicians, now let's switch over to our new concept for today. You're going to get some different materials from your teacher now. You might be placed in small groups and you might be sharing some of these materials, which is okay, but make sure in your groups that each of you is able to see the materials and place certain things in certain areas when your teacher directs you to. For our first activity, you are going to need your ruler and your yardstick. Grab those two materials now. Pause the video if you need time to grab those materials. Lay out your yardstick. If we have 1 yard and we were trying to think about how many feet are in our yard, hold up on your fingers if you think you know how many feet are in 1 yard. There are 3 feet in 1 yard. Let's see if we can use our ruler to verify this answer. With your group, take your rulers and line one ruler up at the end of your yardstick, like you see here on the screen. After you do that, you're going to use your rulers, laying them out equally to see how many rulers it takes to fill up one whole yardstick. After you complete this activity, sit down so your teacher knows that all your group members are completed. A yardstick is 3 feet and 1 ruler equals 1 foot. So 1 yard equals the length of 3 1-foot rulers. Nice job, mathematicians. Now we're going to look over at problem 1 on your problem set. We're going to draw a strip diagram to represent 1 yard decomposed into those 3 feet, just like you see on the screen here. This strip diagram is representing what we did with our yardstick and our 3 individual rulers. After you have this labeled, we are going to look at 1 unit of these. As you can see here, 1 foot is 1 unit. So 1 unit is 1/3 yard. 1/3 yard is 3 units of 1. So it's 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3. If we were to break it down, we had 1 ruler representing that one part if we took it out. So if we partitioned 1, if 1 is partitioned into 3 units, so 1 unit represents 1/3 of this. In your group, you're going to use your rulers to show 1/3 yard. So right now, if you have all your rulers laid out, you're showing 3/3 yards. Hold up how many rulers it would take to show 1/3 yard. Pause the screen video and do that now. You should be holding up 1 ruler against your yardstick or in the air. This 1 ruler is representing 1/3. 1/3 yard is how many feet? Raise your hand if you know. Pause the video and share your answers. 1/3 yard is 1 foot. Nice job, mathematicians. You are going to continue on recording your information for the following questions. As a group, you use your rulers to show 2/3 yards and how many feet that is. And as a group, you use your rulers to show 3/3 yards and how many feet that is. Then you record your answers for problem 1 on your problem set. After you do that, you'll continue on with different examples with your teacher. You'll not only work with yardsticks, but you'll also work with gallons and quarts and go on to work with feet and inches as well. Good luck, mathematicians, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.